speak about is how I use art. Art can be used for different things. It can be used for decorative, but I use it in a very specific way. We use landscape as a metaphor for explaining that which you don't see with your eyes, it's what you feel.
So very often I'm using a tree to represent a person. Often the person is me. And I also want to explain to you that, like in music like a language, right? And it's the same with music, when things are very loud, it makes you feel in a different way. So it works the same with painting. If you've got strong contrasts, it changes the way you feel when you look at the work. And I manipulate all these things. There is a lot of things to manipulate, and these are the things that I manipulate. You don't need to know them. I need to know them in order to use it to communicate something. Okay. I brought two very different paintings because they're both two different feelings. Just to contrast, the one is called Fear. It was painted at a time of enormous fear in my life, and it came out very quickly. I don't usually tell people this, but it was painted in one day. Whereas this painting, I think it's now already, I'm on my third year. There are paintings that happen in a few weeks. There are paintings that happen in a few months. And then my record is, it took me 3 years to finish the one. I did many other things in between, but I'm able to stay with the painting because I don't commit to doing a painting unless it's important to me. When you play music and it's peaceful, then you've got to feel it, right? If you're feeling fear and you're painting it while you're feeling it, it's going to change the way you paint. And you can see that the way I paint there is very different to the way I painted here. The tree here is representing me, and the light, the yellow, is the hope. This is what I wanted. The tree is I just come to Eretz Yisrael, so I saw all the beautiful olive trees. So it was natural for me to choose an olive tree. I want to just maybe point out one thing here. If you have a look at what's happening here on the sides, when I was painting it, it made a noise. My brush was going like this while I was working, and then it was going like this. I could hear it. My husband was in the next room and he could hear it. And I wasn't painting to music. There was no music that could. I usually paint with music. I have to have music when I'm painting. But these ones are all painted in silence. There was so much going on inside me. And you can actually see the stroke of the brush is the force of all these things. So, and all my what was I thinking? When I was doing it, I was thinking about all the CT scans and the MRIs and all the stuff that you can't feel, but it's coming near your body, and I didn't want it. It's a completely different feeling. First of all, the pasuk is very important. Please say it. It's Baruch HaGeder Asher Okay. This is something that I'm living right now. It's taking me a long time to come out with this painting, but this painting is very important to me. I have to learn to believe what I'm painting. What happened in the painting is that this is Ramat Beit Shemesh, and it was the time of the Omer. It's always very important to me what time of year it is. And I was walking with my dogs, of course, in the field. This was a field, and they had planted barley.
Silver.
Right. And I watched it grow from the beginning. I was watching it growing, and I was walking in this field. And then the one day I came, and it was the Omer. We finished Pesach, now it's the Omer. And I looked in the field, and there were tractors, and they had cut everything, and they made these bales, and you could count how many came from this field. It was the most exciting feeling for me. This is what I could, we had rain, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu was bringing us, and it's Eretz Yisrael, and it was a very exciting feeling for me. And I thought, yes, I am going to paint a painting for the Omer. And the Omer, so I need to learn about the Omer, I need to think about the Omer. What is the Omer? The Omer is, we're wanting to get closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yes, in my mind I was going to paint these coming up, going up to Shemayim. I could see it in my mind. I was going to do it, but it takes me a long time when I think about a painting. It takes me a very long time. I do nothing else but think about my painting. That I do it all the time. All the time I'm talking about what's on my mind and about my painting, and I live like that until the painting's finished. And I was walking, and then I realized that the body is not coming from the ground, it comes from above. And I thought, oh, I'm going to paint this field coming from above. It's going to be so exciting. How am I going to do it? I want it so badly. How am I going to do it? And I started to think. And so slowly, the painting came about. Now, you all know what it's like here when it rains in the mud, right? And you're walking, and the tractor is making the
tires are making it in the ground, right? We see it. Yeah, you know about it. In the city, it's not, people are not aware of it, but there, I could see it. And what's happening in my life? All the time we're struggling for parnasa. It's like this, something that I need to learn from. I need to understand it. The Hishtadlus is so big. Sometimes the Hishtadlus is not everything. Everything is all this heavy Hishtadlus. And you're supposed to work so hard? What does the Kodesh Baruch Hu want from you? This heavy Hishtadlus. Yeah, Hishtadlus, it's the history. This is the past, it's walking in the ground hard. It's mamish hard, every day is hard. But my husband, he's crazy. he has he trusts the Kodesh Baruch Hu, and he lives in a different plane. And he is my mentor. He took me from somebody who didn't know anything, and for now 21 years, he's slowly teaching me every day, all the time we're talking, all the time he's teaching me. And so
here is the brocha. The brocha is coming. It's here. We can't see it, but it's there all the time. And all the time, HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to give us brocha, but we cut it off. You know, when every time I get every time I panic and whatever, the brocha is there. I just don't allow it to come to me. It's so there is Gidon. He is the Gever. It's right, Gever is a man. Baruch Gever, blessed is the man. I do it all in the translation. Okay, so now, how does HaKadosh Baruch Hu bring brocha? So I have to think, how does HaKadosh Baruch Hu bring, and in the benching I'm reading, Chen v'chesed v'rachamim. What does Chen v'chesed v'rachamim look like? What does Chen v'chesed v'rachamim feel like? What colors would Chen v'chesed v'rachamim? So you don't know how many times I paint and I repaint and I repaint and I repaint, and I'm going to keep going. Eventually I'll get there, but I'm not going to give up because I want it. I want it to be light and colorful and transparent and iridescent. You explain this one. The translation, the iridescent. You know, like on the butterfly wings, the colors, or the peacock feathers, the colors. So many colors. On the shells, on a shell, those colors on the shell. I want that all. I want it to be see-through. I want, and I will sit there for another 3 years until I get it. But I want it, so I'm going to keep working. So these are all slowly. I'm learning how to do it while I'm doing it. But while I'm doing it, I'm living it, and I need to learn the lesson. This is a lesson I need to learn. This is what I'm living now. We moved here to stay bar. I don't know what's happening. Things change so much in my life, but this is my life right now, even though it's still Ramat Beit Shemesh. The thing is that there's one more thing, and that is that the tzitzit. You see the tzitzit there in the corner, and there is the beged. What do you call it? The beged. A little bit. What do you call it? And the tzitzit, and here is the tzitzit. So Gidon never wears his tzitzit like that, but I made him go and walk over there, and I was taking photographs so that I can do it. Okay, so I think it's enough. This is how I'm using the language to talk.
And also the bala, they're looking like tefillin, right?
Ooh la la! Oh, you should clap! Sorry.
Can you show me what she meant?
Yeah, she said this with
Okay, you thought about it?
No.
Hello? No,
I love it.
I imagine that I remember it from the time that I came to the
No.
Galleria.
No.
And I saw, oh yeah, the tzitzit and the tefillin.